Because I have kids, I'm used to questions. When I'm driving, they always say, "Where are we going? When are we going to get there?" And if I give a certain answer, kids like to say, "Well, why?" Well, what we see here are interrogative or question words. English interrogative sentences have a unique structure that sets them apart. First of all, they often start with a question word or a helping verb. And second, this is followed by the subject, and third, then the main verb. To give several examples, is there a cat? You can see that it begins with the verb here is there, followed by the noun, cat. Contrast to there is a cat, a statement. Other examples of sentences is where is the cat? Beginning with the question word where. Or when is the cat here? Another question word, when, is used, and it comes first in a sentence. In Hebrew, there are similarities and differences. Yes, there are some rare instances that Hebrew interrogative sentences are unmarked. That is, it doesn't use a question word, or it's only understood based on context. We have an example from Jonah chapter 4. However, usually Hebrew interrogative sentences are marked by these two factors. First, the interrogative words, and second, syntactual structure. Here are 4 main interrogative words that you will need to memorize. The first one is what we call interrogative hey, and unlike other interrogative words, you don't really have a one-to-one corresponding English word that you will translate. Instead, it changes the nuance of a sentence into usually a yes or no question. When you see the word aye or a, this should be translated where. The word ma is translated what, and me is translated who. As for syntax, question words normally are in the initial position, followed by the verb. So, mi yoshev, who is sitting. The interrogative ma is a bit tricky because it can change how it sounds with the vowel pointing depending on what word follows. In its standard form, you will just put a ma with a patak and put a dagesh forte in the following word's first radical letter, just like an article. If you remember the definite article, it's a ha, hey, patak, with a dagesh in the following letter. For this example, ma shemo. What is his name? You can see that in the first letter of shemo, the shin, there is a dagesh inside of it. However, if the following word begins with a guttural letter, specifically ayin and chet with a kamat, the vowel pointing for ma becomes a segol with the pronunciation me. In this example, me asita. As you can see, the first letter of the following word is an ayin, changing ma into me. Let's look at an example of how the interrogative particle ha functions and how to translate this. Because, as I mentioned, the interrogative particle ha doesn't have a single word to match it. It usually forms a yes or no question. So let's look at this first example. Let's say we have a sentence that Shalach hamelech et hanavi. The king sent the prophet. But by putting an interrogative hey at the beginning, ha, shalach, hamelech et hanavi, it changes the sentence into did the king send the prophet? Another way the interrogative hey is used is not simply to make a statement into a question, but also with the combination of the interrogative hey plus the particle im, it makes an either-or question. So let's look at this example. Ha'ata ze beni Esau im lo. Are you actually my son Esau or not? You can see we made the sentence into an interrogative or question sentence by putting are you, and the particle im is translated as or. Because interrogative he directly attaches to a word, it similarly changes its vowel pointing depending on the word that it attached to. In examples of gutturals or consonants with a sheva, the vowel point beneath the he becomes a patach. In this example, ha reitem et ha mate. Did you all see the staff? As you can see, the verb that the interrogative he attaches to is a resh, which acts like a guttural. So beneath he is a patach. Before gutturals with a kametz, the vowel beneath the he turns into a segel. Here's an example. He ala hamelech el ishto. Did the king go up to his wife? As you can see, because the he, interrogative he, is attached to the verb Allah, which is a ayin with kamat, the vowel has changed into a segel, he. Let's see how the interrogative sentence is used within the Bible itself. Joshua chapter 5 verse 13 reads, Vayelek Yehoshua elaiv, vayomer lo, halanu ata im le sarenu. Joshua went up to him and asked, Are you for us or for our enemies? The wider context of this verse is that after the Israelites finally enter the land of Israel, and they are just before battling the famous city of Jericho. Here, Joshua encounters the commander of the armies of the Lord. Here you can see that the interrogative particle he or ha is used in combination with im. And as we know, this ha plus im combination makes a sentence not simply a question, but it's asking an either or question. So Joshua here is expecting a yes or no. You're either for us or no, you're against us. In response to Joshua's question, the angel of the Lord gives a fascinating answer. The answer he gives is, no, rather I am the commander of Yahweh's army. Now I have come. Joshua 5 verse 14. What you find out is that the angel didn't really answer Joshua's question. The angel didn't say, yes, I am here for you and supporting you, nor did the angel directly say, I am with the Canaanites and I'm going to fight against you. Instead, the angel says, I am the commander of Yahweh's army. Here, the answer seems to be rejecting Joshua's either or question. That's simplistic. The angel communicates his affiliation with the Lord of hosts. Hence, what probably the angel is saying is, you're asking the wrong question, Joshua. The question you should be asking is, would Israel be allied with God, or would they pursue their own human mission? That is, Joshua, are you with God, or are you for yourself or for your fellow Israelites? Because the right answer is to always be on God's side.